Mario Kart 9 has the potential to being the best Mario Kart game of all time. Now, with that, it comes with a lot of, difficulty seeing what's actually going to happen with the game. But let me assure you that there's going to be a lot of crazy stuff. But we can all agree that Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is the greatest Mario Kart game because it has 48 tracks to choose from, plus a whole bunch of characters, and very, very polished and very nice. But every generation of Mario Kart game has their tweaks and bonuses and a whole bunch of fun, unique items. Like, let's just go for the Wii. You use the motion controls to turn your character around. And also, in the GameCube, Mario Kart Double Dash, you were able to have two characters on the same kart, which was pretty crazy, by the way. Then you also had Mario Kart 7 on the 3DS. That was the Mario Kart game that it was pretty fun. Multiplayer, online multiplayer, and a whole bunch of other fun stuff like the 3D. Yeah, I'm not quite sure what was different with that one. But anyways, point is, we gotta see something different in every single Mario Kart game. And what better place to introduce new characters than Mario Kart 9? Because we already know that we're going to be getting 24 racers. So with 24 racers, we're going to have to get a bunch more characters than we did in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. And maybe with that, we'll also see some kind of other Nintendo characters. Like in Super Smash Bros. You have a whole bunch of different franchises playing together in a Super Smash Bros. Game. Now, if you were to do that same thing in Mario Kart, I feel like it would be a really well introduced feature, because who doesn't want to race around the tracks in your favorite Nintendo character like Kirby, Pikachu, or even another character that you like, Zelda. Yep, that's the one. So why not? Because it would make the most sense. We got 24 racers, and not gonna lie, for me, I can't figure out what character I am on the track when there's way too many people and they kind of look the same. Now I know you're kind of focused in the middle, but that's besides the point. What if there's like 600 Marios right beside each other? That could get confusing. So maybe what we should do is have a bigger roster of characters, like 50 characters, 50 different characters, or even more, so you have a giant variety of characters to choose from. Now, I already made a video about them having different edit styles, like the Donkey Kong. Maybe Donkey Kong isn't actually going to be like strange looking, like movie Donkey Kong. It might just be an edit style, so you can change the way that he looks. You can go from movie Mario Kart to just basic plain Nintendo Switch Mario Kart. Now, that makes a lot of sense to me, because that we're going to be getting a lot of racers, and why not add edit styles so you can do whatever you want with it. Now, this would make a lot of sense, so I hope that this is actually a thing. And we also see a lot of different characters, like the characters from Super Smash Bros. Because that would make the game super, super good. I'm just saying, something like that would be amazing. Or something like, how the beginning of Mario Kart, you unlock characters and you have to play to get gold to unlock more and more characters. What if it's going to be something like that? Now, you start off with your basic normal characters. You got your Mario, your Luigi, your Yoshi, your Donkey Kong, Peach, or whatever. You have your 5 basic. We'll just take 5. You get 5 basic characters. And then as you play the game, you get the access to play with more and more and more characters. You eventually unlock Kirby. You eventually unlock Pikachu. You eventually unlock Squirtle or something. Who knows? We're going to turn this into, it could be called Super Mario Kart Ultimate. Maybe. This is a potential of a Mario Kart game, because it'd be kind of like a Super Smash Bros. Mario Kart game. Am I the only one that wants to play the game as my favorite Nintendo character? Or is that just like not actually a thing that anybody wants? Because I thought that it would be cool to see your favorite Nintendo character racing around in a Mario Kart game. And especially Kirby. For me, I always wanted to race around using Kirby, because that looked to me like really, really amazing. What about if you were able to use Woolly Yoshi? You had an amiibo and you scan it in and it becomes the character. Then you can bring back the amiibos. The use of the amiibos would be drastically upgraded because it would be just awesome. I don't know, this is a pretty interesting idea because there's 48 characters, or there's 48 people that, you know, playing with. Now, it's unclear if it's just a game mode. Maybe you can pick Mario Kart 24, that means 24 players, or is it going to be all the time? Like, that's the gimmick of the game, having 24 racers in one game. Now, that could be a possibility that that's the case, that we're not actually going to be getting 24 racers, you know, all the time, but I think that it makes the most sense to add 24 racers all the time. No matter if you're playing 50cc, 100cc, solo, multiplayer, whatever the case may be, it's probably going to be 24 racers all the time, and that's just fantastic. So, you know, it's really interesting to see what Nintendo's going to do with this, with the opportunity that they have to make the game an absolute masterpiece of a Mario Kart game. But we're really going to have to see later this year on how that's actually going to go. Is it going to be a super good game that you really want to play, or is it going to be a mediocre, kind of weird, strange game? I don't know. Whatever the case may be, Mario Kart 9 seems to be a really fun and interesting title to add to Mario Kart. I'm just hoping to see more characters, because when they brought Link and some inklings to Mario Kart, it was really amazing to see those characters in a Mario Kart game. So I don't see why they wouldn't add more characters like Kirby and Pikachu and whoever else to that franchise, but honestly, we will have to see later this year on how that kind of stuff is going to be. I don't know, what do you think about this? Do you think that this is a thing that could happen, or do you think, nah, that's not a thing that's going to happen? Oh, let me know in the comment section down below. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. With that being said, see you in the next one.